welcome everybody from who's watching, everybody who are watching, and it is me, Wildebeest, a friendly neighborhood Wildebeest, you know, the usual. And I'm casting a game from our Cast It against versus. It is against vs.Skdiemos versus vs.ToiletGoblin. Alright, spawning here on the bottom left, it's Skdiemos, a blue Protoss. On the top right, it's ToiletGoblin, a red Zerg, and he's in the NTT clan. We're not going to pretend that we can pronounce NTT as an actual word, but we'll try. No, we won't try. We'll just say NTT. But this is my first cast ever. I just casted this game because I messed up the recording. I gotta cast it again. Thought you guys wanted to know. You probably didn't, but I told you anyway. Over here, we can see that Skdiemos has put his pylon at the natural, which is, of course, a good choice if you would like to forge fast expand, because you can put your cannons down here and you can fire away at them Zerglings as they come up your ramp and they won't be able to kill you. So, Skdiemos will be scouting around the enemy base. He won't see much because, there's an extractor. An extractor will be going down first for ToiletGoblin, and then a spawning pool. It looks like it's going to be an aggressive build from ToiletGoblin. He'll be going a large army first. A humongous army, you may say. Probably not that large. But Skdiemos, he observed all of that, and he'll be just patrolling in the natural for now to prevent any kind of expansion. If that was a mind game from Skdiemos, ToiletGoblin. Skdiemos will know that that was a mind game because he'll be able to see that the expansion was taken. It looks like the forge has gone down for Skdiemos. Oh, we're going to see a worker battle. There's a huge worker battle going on here. It looks like these two are going to be juking it out. Who will win? Who will emerge victorious? Who will die? Oh, the probe goes down. Zerg is victorious with 4 HP. And the forge finishes. Skdiemos will be kind of upset about that, but he doesn't care. It looks like this probe throws down the first cannon, and then he throws down the Nexus, and returns back on home to continue mining. And there is the double simulator going down for Skdiemos, meaning he will probably be going for a tech build, probably a fast double Stargate, maybe fast High Templar, I don't know. It looks like 4 Zerglings are already out for ToiletGoblin, and it looks like that inject larva is making my computer lab because I do that. And another 2 Zerglings are coming out for Skdiemos. Metabolic boost is already on the way. This probe is meeting a certain doom, and he's dead. It looks like the response to this from Skdiemos: build a gateway, and of course, probably build more cannons, because that's kind of Zergling's early, and he should be a little bit worried about that. But it looks like there's a pylon going down in the main to put in the tech buildings up there, and there's another cannon, so there's another cannon on the way, and it looks like that there will be 10 Zerglings moving out across the map with metabolic boost almost done. 8 more Zerglings on the way to reinforce this early army that ToiletGoblin does indeed have. A Roach Warren is on the way for that contingency. You know, you want to be prepared if anything bad would happen to your first Zerglings. And they're moving into the base. They're moving into this natural of Skdiemos, ready to take out the natural. Oh no, and a miss micro from ToiletGoblin will mean that they will be attacking these cannons first and getting turned into pools of bloody ooze instead of killing off this Nexus or their probes in the main. That would have been devastating. However, that did not happen. Looks like, Skdiemos with the smack talk. That was so cute with the bad grammar and everything. We're not going to make fun of bad grammar. This is the internet. We don't care. Oroch is on the way. It looks like he's going to continue to be aggressive with a buttload of more Zerglings and a Baneling Nest and a hatchery. You know, let's just spend all the money at once. You know, we don't need it. We don't need minerals. We don't need drones. You know, we can maintain the undersaturation. That's okay. The Baneling Nest is on the way. It looks like he'll be going for a Baneling Bust, which, you know, this is prime run by material right here, because this is wide open. Now, that's a little bit more closed. The Zerglings can still make it through there, still go to the main. There's no cannons in the main. They could totally kill however many probes are in there. I don't feel like counting how many probes they could kill in 5 seconds. But these Zerglings will opt to stay on the outside of the base while the second base of ToiletGoblin finishes. He will get himself out of the toilet, hopefully, with this second base if he saturates it. Unlike his main, he won't saturate his main. So these few roaches will reinforce this main Zerglin army down here at the bottom left. It looks like the robotics facility almost done. Will almost be certain to produce something. I mean, why else would robotics facility not to produce something? I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, but it looks like he'll be morphing in the first of the banelings, a whole bunch of banelings, 5 banelings coming, 6 banelings coming in. An observer is the first thing out of this. Oh, that Zergling didn't make it very far. Warp gate almost done. 2 more gateways are just finishing, and it looks like he'll be throwing down 2 more extractors at the natural, and a pylon, just to block off that, you know, so Zerglings can't run in there, but they can run in there, and there, and there, but, you know, not there. But a 3rd cannon at the natural will be going down to completely wall this off, unless a bunch of banelings come in here, like, I mean, where would those banelings come from, you know? But a sentry is on the way, the 1st sentry, hopefully to put some force fields down, excuse me, and prevent these banelings from coming up on here and killing everything. Looks like he'll be transferring some workers down here to the natural, which is pretty well separated already, and that Zergling doesn't make it off the ramp. He's just gonna fall down there in a bloody ooze. Ground weapons number 1 is almost finished for Skdiemos, as he is warping in a lot of sentries. He wants to make sure he can hold this natural from any sort of baneling, Zergling, and roach bust that may or may not be coming in a short amount of time. No layer tech on the way from ToiletGoblin. He's just going all in baneling bust all day, baby. It looks like a couple Stalkers and an Immortal will be here to reinforce from the range a bunch of sentries. That's 4 sentries. That's 400 gas. But he's fine. He's floating 500 gas. He doesn't need more gas. Looks like 2 Immortals are there. This huge baneling bus is going to come up here. However, the force fields are going to block those banelings from detonating on any buildings. And it looks like this attack will be repulsed. Zerg will gather itself, make a buttload more banelings because, you know, if you don't succeed, baneling again. You know, you don't need any other units. You know, baneling is the best units in the game, right? They do the most DPS, and it looks like this second wave of banelings will finish in time for him to make another push up into the base. Whoa. Okay. Excuse me. Those sentries still have enough energy for enough force fields to block off the ramp, though. Warping in a couple zealots just to help hold anything off, you know. And these banelings are going to come back. Nope. Say the sentries, they say nope. You are not coming up in here. We're just going to block this off. If Stargate is almost done for Skdiemos, he will be going for that Stargate. And it looks like a whole bunch of banelings will be coming up in here. They're all going to get through. They're going to take out a bunch of buildings. It looks like that will supply block Skdiemos, and a bunch of sentries will fall. It looks like Skdiemos will hold this off, though, because those Immortals are so good. And they killed all the roaches. All of the roaches. It looks like Skdiemos is now in a very good position. He's held this off with minimal losses, only a few buildings, while ToiletGoblin has spent all that money on the baneling nest, and of course, the like 30 banelings that he spent on that, and another 10 banelings morphing in, and it looks like he's just going to go for it again. And there's going to be a lot of zealots coming in. I don't think that this is going to break it up. Nope, with the force fields, that shan't make it through, good sir. And it looks like the Immortal count is getting quite high for Skdiemos, seeing as ToiletGoblin is choosing to spend his money on only army units. It looks like he's finally getting a layer up, He's saying, oh, wait a minute, this game might go into the late game or the middle game, somewhere around there. He's getting a second queen for his second hatchery. Always a good choice. The Banelings and the Zerglings are here. That's the only unit that you can make in the game. Don't worry, guys. He knows what he's doing. Why am I making fun of these diamond or masters level? I think they're diamond level. Why am I making fun of these diamond level players while I wallop? That's not the right word there. I don't know what to do. But it looks like Skdiemos will be trying to move out here with his large-ish army of Void Rays, Sentries, Zealots, and a whole bunch of Stalkers that he just warped in, and 3 Immortals. And it looks like the Zerglings and the Banelings are going to come try and back up to him. No, they're not going to make it. Those force fields will block them. Many Zerglings do fall. The units lost tab, we see that it is completely favoring Skdiemos. I don't know how else to say that. There's only 13 to 82. This large protest death ball is looking pretty scary. There are 4. Are there 4? There are 3 Void Rays, and a 4th one is on the way. Looks like a Nidus network is being produced. I don't know what that will be used for, but here comes a big engagement. Looks like this Zerg army is in trouble. That was huge money force fields with the Zealots in the front and the Void Rays taking out all of the air units. The Zealots just destroying those Zerglings. They tanked all of the Baneling hits for some reason, even though they die immediately, the Banelings. But ToiletGoblin with the more smack talk. Counter smack talk. Come at me, baby. Oh, yeah. It looks like production for ToiletGoblin has completely fallen. Those queens are shaking that ass. And it looks like ToiletGoblin has completely given up on life at this point. Because, you know, the last thing he made was like, they are coming to shake. Yes, they are. Oh, look at that shake. Oh, they're dying. Oh, looks like the Protoss is going to march right up this ramp. It says, did you see it? With a U, and they will surely kill whatever is at this natural, because that force field will prevent anything from reaching the top. Still producing Void Rays and Immortals. Void Ray Immortal, you know, it's the standard composition for Protoss. Void Rays, they kill everything, so the natural of... Oh, looks like a Nidus Worm will be morphing in to the base of ToiletGoblin in case he needed to move there, you know, totally necessary. Looks like the Protoss will take this game. He is marching right up in here with his big army. One supply is heavily favoring Skdiemos, 173 to 22. Quickly falling from ToiletGoblin. All these drones are feasty snacks for these Zealots. To the last building, says ToiletGoblin. He's not going to leave this game. Looks like Skdiemos will have to kill him the old-fashioned way. Just killing all the buildings. The Banelings Nest is the only thing that's left, and it will fall. And that is GG. No GG's coming from ToiletGoblin. He just likes to BM all day. So, thanks for watching, all of you out there who watched this replay. With me, casting for the first time. That sentence kind of works. Okay, looks like our blue Protoss was indeed successful. Average APM way above mine. Thanks for watching. Give me some feedback because, you know, I need help. This was terrible, I can already tell. So, thanks for watching, and I'll hope to see you at some other time for another replay.